So yeah, what up, vape fams? It's me and Curlin Dervish. This is We Vape That. We're on our way to the shop. We're going to Avail. We're about to get our little quick on. They're having a nice little vape night. It's a Vapor Movie Night, so we made it a date night. This is downtown, Cary Street, Carytown, Friday night. Obviously, there's a lot of people out here. It's cracking. But yeah, once I get in there, I'm going to do a little tooling, along with checking out the movie. What was it, babe? I think it was Lock, Stock,
and
Smoking Barrels.
two big old titty bottles.
We're going to peep that out.
Let's go.
I'm going to holler at you guys later. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Kevin, also known as We Vape That on Instagram. And I'm here to show you my first real video of one of my favorite new hobbies. It's called vaping, and because of it I was able to beat a very strong vice pack. And if you know anything about vaping, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I used to be a heavy smoker. I've smoked for over 10 years easily, and once I heard about vaping, at first I was a little standoffish. My wife will tell you that I just did not believe in it. I was like, oh, you know what, e-cigarettes, whatever, they're not going to do anything for me. I'm never going to be able to quit this thing because cold turkey is just way too hard. I tried the patch, all that crap didn't work. So then I went to vaping, and I've never looked back. I haven't had a cigarette in over a month. I am over the 30-day hump. Whoop-de-woo! Trust me, if you know what a vice cigarettes are, you absolutely would be like, yeah, hell yeah, this is what I want in life. Like, nobody wants to smoke after they've done it for over 5 years. You know what I mean? So, let me show you my first mechanical mod. This right here is the 1 in a million mods that I'm probably going to get in my lifetime. This is the K100 mod. And right now, this is my only mechanical go-to. Like, it's the only mechanical mod I have right now that I love. Once again, like I said, when I started, I only had the light pen. The team at Avail Vapor showed me some fantastic juices that I love to vape about, and I'll talk about that a little bit also. But like I said, this is my first mechanical mod. I'm just going to break it down a little bit and show you why it's one of my favorites. First off, the drip tip. It's pretty decent. I use it on other things too. Another thing you'll know about some of these mods is that some of the parts are interchangeable. So there's that drip tip. I absolutely love that. Right here is the drip shield, and I'm just going to break this thing down bit by bit. I'm like, this drip shield is, you know, more for show than anything. It does a little bit of, you know, keeping your liquid from flowing all over the place, but pretty much, Now, this right here is a cartomizer, and what it does is it holds the liquid that you're going to vape on. Now, I do not like these personally. Some other people do like them. I do not. I'm not completely fond. Because of the wick that's inside of there, it's going to absorb some of the juices, but if you overpour, if you pour too much in there, which is real easy to do, very easy to do, it'll start leaking out these little holes. These are air holes that you're going to need for the air to go inside of it, so that when you vape, it heats up and runs out of this tube, and you inhale it. You smoke it, and it's fun. But yeah, like I said, I'm not completely fond of those, but with this build, But this kit actually, because it actually came in a little kit. It came in this little handy dandy kit right here. It came with this charger, and if you've ever seen this charger, you know the pluses and the minuses of it. Once again, I don't like it, but to each his own. I use a different charger, so, you know, let's put that bad boy away. And the thing that I like about this mod the most is right now I'm running it at the 18650 mode. The 18650 battery that's in there, it's a little longer, which in tail makes the mod longer. And this is the battery, and it's pretty powerful battery, and it runs long, but it can also run short. You can literally spin it down, and for those who like to, you know, vape but not show off about it, not show everybody that what you're doing, it can run smaller so that, you know, you can slap your whatever you have on there and run it at the 18350 mode with a smaller battery will go on the inside of here. See how small that thing got just from me just twisting it a little bit? But I'm going to spin it back up because I absolutely love it. Because I actually like talking about this thing. Let me tell you a little story about that. During this Black Friday event, you know, I was picking up a few items. Got one really good sale, which was awesome. And policeman came up on me wondering why I was smoking so close to the entrance of the store. And I let him know that I wasn't actually smoking a cigarette, and what I was actually doing was vaping, and he knew exactly what I was talking about. And he told me that it was gonna be problematic having to bump into people who had these kind of mods. So that was a little funny. I'm not completely funny, but the story was. Anywho, I closed this thing up a little bit early. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what a lot of people don't talk about, and that's this little baby right here. What this is a fuse, and what it does is it actually keeps the battery from exploding once it's overused or overheated for whatever reason. Now, this fuse kind of discharges some of the battery's power so that it doesn't explode on you once it's, like I said, once it's overheated or overused. And that's a great thing, especially for mechanical mods and if you're running Sub-Zero, and I'll talk about that in a little bit also. Like I said, I'm not a great big fan of the cartomizers because I like something with a little bit of a tank on it. So as fun as these things are to use for other people, it's not so much for me. So I put it in this little kit here, and along with the drip tip, which is also cool, but I'm going to put that in the kit also. And I'm just going to toss that to the side for a sec. And I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been doing recently. And that is working with this little baby right here. Now, if anyone knows this, they know exactly what I'm after. This is called the Trident RBA. And for those who are new, just like me, RBA is a rebuildable atomizer. Now, I'm completely fond of atomizers, especially bottom loaders. And, you know, for someone who does like a little bit of a tank, this probably wouldn't make sense for me, but I absolutely love it. This is my baby, and let me tell you why. First off, the tip of it is just, it's boss, especially with this this mod here. Now, rebuildable atomizers for the most part only get used with mechanical mods because some of the the variable wattage mods, they don't actually run them. Like, they find out what kind of what kind of resistance it outputs, and it says, no, this is too dangerous for you to be doing this, so we're not going to allow you to do it. But with the mechanical mods, they don't really have a mechanical brain of its own to tell you what you can or can't do. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with them. And that's the reason why I really love my mechanical mod, but especially because I love working with rebuildable atomizers now that I know what I'm doing. Thanks to the team at Avail Vapor and my homeboy Marcel, I actually built my first clone, my first RBA with the help of Marcel, and what you're seeing in there, I don't know if it's enough light, is it's my first dual coil, and it's been about a week and a half. I've been changing out the cotton, but I haven't been changing the coil, and pretty soon, hopefully when I get a torch of my own, because I've done a coil without a torch, and I just don't like that process. I love dealing with the torch. So what we did was he built one coil and then I built the other, and we wound up getting a resistance of only 0.5. Now the resistance, what it does is the higher the resistance, the more in control the burst of how hot your coil can get. Now, because of the coil in here, because we rebuilt it the way we did, it doesn't have much resistance, so it's going to heat up things to a degree that's higher than normal. Now, what I'm going to do is show you exactly what a real hot coil can do. I'm dripping some of this Avail Mountain Berry. I've fallen in love with this thing, and I'm at 0 right now. I'm completely zeroed out on this. Now, I haven't zeroed out completely, but I'm on that, and I'll talk about that in a little bit also. But yeah, for Avail Mountain Vapor, it's a beautiful taste, and it has this minty freshness about it. So it's my definite go-to in the morning. Like, I use this thing to wake up. But yeah, you know, once I screw this Trident RBA onto this K100 clone, it becomes a beast. And I'm just going to twist this thing up. It has a nice little cap here to keep it from, you know, it'll stand up without firing off. But, you know, it's real easy. And this is one thing, the only complaint I have about this mod is this piece right here. If you twist it too high up and it tightens, you're going to have to get a wrench in order to get that thing off, buddy. I'm telling you, it's hard to grip. So yeah, you got to be real careful about that. But other than that, this thing is a beautiful piece of work. And like I said, this plus this equals super clouds. And when you're talking about dual coil, that's just pretty much you saying, I want to chase some clouds. And let me show you what I mean by that. Isn't that a beautiful sight? This thing burns so hot, so fast, that it smokes. Now what I'm blowing out is not actual smoke, it's vapor. And the difference between smoke and vapor is that smoke kind of dissipates into thin air, as opposed to, vapor kind of dissipates into thin air, as opposed to smoke, which kind of lingers in the air for quite some time. Plus, the secondhand qualities of it is very thin. It's weak. It's slim to none. So I can vape in this room pretty much all day with this thing and have my daughter come in and not have to worry about her inhaling some kind of chemical or some junk like that into her lungs, because it's pretty much going to dissipate and it gives off a great odor. I'm like, you know, as both a hobbyist and someone who's trying to quit smoking, this seems to be where I live right now. Like I said, I'm in love with this mechanical mod, this Trident, and my Mountain Berry seems to put together a team that just can't quit. And once again, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. I just got my wife a mechanical mod. She's in love with that. She also has the eye taste, and I have a Vamo. And then I got a steam turbine RBA, and that's really neat also. So we're probably going to be shooting through those. I'm not really reviewing these things, but I just want to show people out there that there are alternatives to smoking, and this is one of them, and it happens to be a very fun hobby. If you can get it and pick it up, it's more a hobby than a vice. You know, like it's something you can actually put down, but most times you don't want to because it's just so fun to do. But yeah, once you get into the world, you'll understand exactly what I mean. But yeah, if you're trying to quit smoking, do the homework. Go out there, and there are a lot of sites. I mean, good Lord, I just found out about this thing almost a month ago. Come to find out, this thing has been going on for almost more than 3 years. And I wish somebody would have told me then what I know now, you know? But yeah, anytime you can do a little fun like that, it's awesome. But yeah, once again, do the homework, find out what works for you. What works for me may not be right for you, and that's okay. Like I said, I'm on my way to 0. My wife's already at 0. Kudos to that. And if you know what I mean, that's 0% nicotine. And I'm almost halfway there. I don't do a lot of nicotine as much as I used to. But yeah, I'm at 0 with this mountain berry. And the only thing I've ever put into this coil is 0%. Only because it produces a more dense vapor. So yeah. Once again, this is Kevin Fortune. Instagram, we vape that. And I'll be doing a lot more of these reviews, so stay tuned. One for the road. Be good. Be good. Alright. We are in the vape shop. Just got finished with the first vape night. What's going on? And we just got finished watching Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Oh my goodness. But ain't it fun being in a spot where you can vape in peace and not worry about what else is going on? So yeah, bought a couple of tools while we were here. And also while I was here, I got my first coil made. It's a micro coil, thanks Marcel. So yeah, we're just running through the shop now. Picked up a couple of juices, a couple of tools. Ready to leave. Alright, so let's go get something to eat. Alright.